Namaskar. With just 2 more days to go before our accounts exam intermediate, we are having a very important discussion. The reason why we are sharing this openly is because in case you follow us, this is going to be a game changer for you to clear accounts exam. Now, for us to arrive at the strategy for the next 2 days, what are the considerations? Number one, the syllabus and weightage given by ICAI. So this is the official weightage given by the Board of Studies, which is available on the website. This is one. And number two, after checking some previous mock test papers and actual question papers, we did our workings. Manju has done this in terms of identifying where the questions are being asked, what exactly the first question and what is the weightage, like in question weightage. So 2-3 papers we analyzed and we tried to correlate between this syllabus and this weightage. Apart from this, we have done a lot of permutations and combinations in terms of what is the right way to utilize the 20 hours in terms of the time invested and in terms of the outcome. When I say outcome, one is coverage of syllabus, two, the actual possible marks. There are certain standards where there is a clear-cut weightage, but it's hard to derive marks from that. So given this context, we are having a real-time discussion with Ariva, Kushal and Sarthak, who are writing their exams in the next 20 hours. So as I am sharing my insights to them, you can also understand. Okay. So right now, once you're done with the exam today, and then once you're done with your index mapping, your preparation is completely complete. We are done. We are currently focusing on only one thing, which is this 2 hours. What exactly are we going to do in this 2 hours? So 2 to 4 p.m. on September 12th, your job is to cross 40. If you can do that, you will be able to clear your respective groups, single group, both group, whatever combination you want to. All you have to do is one thing: how do you cross those 40 marks in this 2 hours, 2 to 4 p.m. For you to cross 40, you have to attempt at least 70 marks. Now for us to attempt this 70 marks, again 40 marks is the result, you don't have control of the result directly. We are focusing on what has to happen. For you to attempt this 70 marks, we only have 20 hours, right? Exactly 20 hours. Remove the exam day, only 20 hours, tomorrow, day after. So in 20 hours, it is convenient to say we can cover everything, we can actually, but let us focus heavily on 70 marks. The same 70 marks which you are attempting in the 2 hours is what you are going to cover in the next 20 hours. Is this clear? Until now? Now with 70 marks to cover, again we look into all of this. ICAI has given the weightage, so when it is clearly given the weightage and we are cross-checked with the exam papers, with the analysis, so these are the chapters. Again, this is quite contrary to some meaningless predictions given by random people. This is very systematic according to ICAI, and this is doable. So we divided this into 2 blocks. Y block, if I say a particular chapter is important, when I say amalgamation is important, consolidation is important, what if ICAI asks only one question among this? We don't know, it might ask both or one. So we are going in blocks, not individual chapters. So if you complete this block, 100% you will cross 40 marks in the denominator, 100%, because you have added a question. If you complete this block of 30 marks, there is 70 to 80% that it will cross 30 marks, because we are taking it conservative. Together 70 marks for sure. This is very conservative, this is slightly aggressive. So here 40 plus marks, here 26 plus marks, but overall 70 plus marks you can attempt. Now how should we go about it? First is amalgamation. So you already did the cycle in the recent 50-hour challenge for amalgamation. Now amalgamation, the possibility is 14 marks. Consolidation, the possibility is 14 marks. Together we are looking at an average possibility of at least 14 marks. Highest scenario 28 marks, or reasonable scenario 20 marks, right? Agreed? Now, how much should we give out of this 20 hours for amalgamation? How much time do you need for amalgamation? Realistically? 3 hours? Okay? 3 hours. Done? Sir, I want to zoom in on this. Focus on this. Okay. Next, consolidation? 3 hours. 3 hours. Branch accounting, because ICAI specifically mentioned 5 marks weightage for this only chapter. This is the only chapter with a specific weightage. So how much time do you need for this? 5 marks. But 14 marks we are giving 3 hours. But 5 marks, how much time are we giving? 5 to 6 marks. Is it enough? Sure? Okay. I'm giving 1 hour. From here onwards, see, this category, you can definitely say that we can get at least 25-30 marks. Sure. This category I don't know. But based on the analysis, Ind AS and assets, and also some other Ind AS, these are the important ones. Investment separately, this is constructions, and this is revenue, other Ind AS. So together, if you look at it, I can easily say that we can get 15 marks. But I don't know from which one we get. So for investments, construction and revenue, for these three standards, how much you want? These three standards together. One definite question will come for sure, but we have to cover all three on a safer side.
2 hours.
4 and 2. 2. Should I give it an average of 3? 3 done. So far 10 hours, the coverage is closer to 35 plus marks. Decent? Manju, is it fine?
Yes.
Okay? Should we do the same? Are you comfortable?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Can you stick to this? Okay, done. And finally, asset based. Now, relatively smaller in days, I would say 26, 28, the weightage is not great. 2, 16, 19, there is a decent chance. So, together, how many hours should we do? Already we invested 10 hours in that day. Together, how many hours should we do? 4.
2 hours.
So, I'm giving 3 once again. 3.
No, is
He said 4, okay. Hari, overall, how many hours?
3 because 5 standards are there.
5 hours, okay. Manju? 3 hours, okay. So, looking at 12 to 13 hours, which is 1 day. 1 day we are covering 40 marks, hardcore. When you are doing this, do not bother about anything else. If this is done properly, I am looking at 24 marks in this. Out of 40, you can have a great possibility of 24. It includes MCQ also. Can this be done? So shall we stick to this Manju tomorrow? Can we achieve this? Are both of you are responsible for executing this? Can we stick to this? Are you worried about it? Okay, done. Now let's move to the other side. Now this weight is also given by ICA, where in the category it says company accounts 30%. We took a conservative number of only 30 marks plus I have added RTP, MTP, MTP. Double push. Reducing marks plus added weightage. So that at least 30 marks will come. Now how many marks, how many hours do you want to give for this preparation of finance statements? Especially you have this cash flow and schedule 3. We're expecting 14 marks and even more. I guess this is a very important chapter. Very, very important. I would say most important chapter. But still, let's look at least 14 marks. How many hours do you need realistically?
2 hours.
3. Buyback, we're expecting this time because last 2 times I think it was not asked. There is a chance of 5-6 marks. MCQ the yeah. Most people MCQ probably.
2 hours. Buyback is a very small chapter. So we will trouble the construction.
Achha, that's a good thought. Yeah, makes sense. Together, how much time you want?
2 hours. 2 hours.
3.
I think 2 should be doing.
3. So 6 hours are able to do this. And for this 3, RTP, MTP, and this time is for learning. You have to practice, but you should be able to learn and achieve that. How many hours for this? Of supplementary MTP, we already did that. We already did the papers. We already went to the institute and wrote the papers. And also one more important thing, you should revise all the papers which you already written. Whether it's regular mock test or whatever mock test, revise all of them. So for this 3, how many hours you need?
4.
Okay, that's it, 3 to 4 hours special effort. So 9 to 10 minutes. Okay, so which means 20 hours, we are getting 21 to 23 hours. Okay, so this is achieved 20 hours, touching 70 marks and crossing 40 marks here. I think we should be able to write a test also. Understood? In case you are following us, this is exactly how it has to be done. Again, it's contextual because we have been planning in this scenario. It's not easy to implement, but it's a very safe strategy. Okay, so with this scenario, we are ready for the next 2 days about what has to happen. On the day of the exam, I'll tell you, and you might have some thoughts. What about the other standards? Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3. All of that will be covered because when you do index mapping, when you actually do index mapping, what happens is you'll get a quick overview of each and every topic. This is good enough for you to score 12 to 14 marks out of 30 marks. I'm not saying more, at least 12 marks you'll get. 40 here, 12 marks there, you'll get 52. That is the average which we normally get. Alright, so hope you understand what has to be done for the next 20 hours, and thank you everyone for recording this. Thank you.